Alright, we're getting really hardcore now, me fat boy. Practice schedule. During the season, you're gonna have matches, so that'll make life easier. Because when you have matches, say you have a match on Wednesday and Saturday, Tuesday and Friday become your playoff days, or fine tune your game. Like the guys go out and work on different things. I used to like to let my third doubles and my second singles play off for that last spot. Like our format was 2 singles and 3 doubles, so I used to let the bottom half of my team play off that spot on like the day before the match. That way they get like in the habit of being under pressure, right? Guys that don't come on the day before match can't play. End of story. Your question is, how do you organize your practices? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5-day schedule. Monday, you come back and generally come back and we try to introduce something new. So I had 3 levels on my teams. I had like the beginners, which were the alphas. I had the gammas, who were the middle guys, and then I had the omegas, who were the starters. The omegas, who were the starters, like you had to work your way up. Like you, no matter where you were, if you're a new kid on like say you're an exchange student and you came to school in December and our team was already going, you had the option to try out, but you start with an alpha and you play into and do all the alpha drills. Alpha drills were real low key. What I mean by that is after we did everything, we had general theme for the week. So say this week is forehand, and we're working on hitting more topspin than the forehand. So my alphas are working on hitting a forehand with topspin. My gammas are working on deep roller topspin, so that it's used for rallies and being more consistent. And my starters in doubles are using their spin. They're working on hitting dipping spin to a volleyer, or topspin lobs off the volley, or driving spin that lands and goes off the court. See, you take one concept and you break it into 3 different levels. So that really helps break up the practice. Alpha practice would start at 4 o'clock. Everyone basically starts at 4 after we do a demo. And we would have, say you have 2 hours, okay? First 20 minutes, do a warm-up drill. That could be mini tennis warm-ups. Then they would go into a basic forehand warm-up. And remember, we were talking about you take the card and the kids feed each other. They take the card, they feed each other. They're doing interactive forehands down the line. I'm gonna bounce and hit 3 shots. So you're basically teaching them how to feed the ball to someone. The person on the other side is working on hitting the ball back. They're working on keeping the ball in play, because by keeping the ball in play, they get more reps. They get to stay in the court longer. When they blow it, say I feed the ball, you miss it. I feed you a ball, you miss it. I feed you a ball, you miss it. End of drill, rotate, next person comes in. See how it works out? And with 5 courts, you probably will have 3 levels. Okay. 20 minutes, take a water break. You're at 4:30. 4:30, you can do backhands. Take backhands. 4:35. 5 o'clock to 5:45, they can do match play. And we talked about doing we play 2 points and we switch, like a full court doubles. 2 people playing each other, they play 2 points. The next team comes in. Okay. You can do the same thing for the middle level. The advanced level, you gotta make it a little harder. They need pressure, so they need a little bit more drills where they feed in and they're actually playing the point out. You know, if you're working on dipping the ball, like I would say, here's a simple drill. Service line. I'm on the service line. Person on the baseline playing cross court. I feed the ball to the baseliner. If you can dip the ball into the service box and the ball touches the ground, you win. If you can throw a topspin lob off my volley beyond the service line, you win. If I hit the ball, my first volley has to be beyond the service line. So I feed you a ball. I'm at the service line. I feed you a ball on the baseline. You hit the dipper to me. It touches the ground inside the service box. You win the point. Ideally, I would come in the net and hit a volley. Once I hit the volley to you, the rule of the first volley must be beyond the service line. That makes it fair. Okay? And then off my volley, if you hit a lob over my head that lands in no man's land or beyond the service line, you win 3 points. That's fair. Huh? You can make 2 out of 3. A lot of my games are like that. Like I just think of these games and then make them up. That bouncing ball and the bouncing into the service no man's land drill. That's the John Nelson drill from the University of Hawaii. Okay, I have a lot of exposure. If you want to use your money, buy a DVD from the USPTA. It's called the DVD of Drills or the Book of Drills, and they show you all these cool drills you can use. Okay, upper level guys need competition, so I would normally break it like 20 minutes warm up, water break, 4:25, 25 minutes working on some shot selection, and from 5 o'clock, the last 45 minutes doing match play, and you need to do match play, and you record the results. So when you're making your ladder, Say I'm the number 1 player and you're the number 2 player. In order to take my place, you need to beat me twice in a row. Say you don't come to practice, number 2 player, you drop 1 spot by not coming to practice. Say you don't come to practice, you don't tell me, you drop 3 spots. And if you do that again, you're on probation. That was my system with the ladder. So all the starters always come, and ironically, you only care about starters. It doesn't matter about 12 through 20. 12 through 20 doesn't matter. Okay? But when you make your ladder, every Wednesday was our day we played each other. I call it Bloodbath Day, where the number 1 player played the worst player, number 2 player played the second worst player, number 3 player, and you can vary it. Like you're playing the same people over and over again, so you change it up. You can say, number 1 player, pick who you want to play, and he has to be beyond number 10. Number 2 player, pick who you want to play, he has to be beyond number 10. So the first round they're playing, like we call it Bloodbath. They're playing someone and they're playing the 4 games, real fast, easy. Next round, you start matching up your starters against your starters. So everyone in the Omega group, the starter group, will play each other. 1 through 8, 2 through 7, you start matching up. In the middle group, you do the same thing, you start matching up. And in the alpha group, they do the same thing. Okay? You can have crossover between your alpha and your gamma group. Your lowest group and your middle group, you have crossover. You don't want to play with your stars too much because it's tough. Your stars should be legitimately your starters, but these 2 groups can intermingle, And at the end of practice, like say the end of Wednesday, you had some alpha guy beat an omega guy and he beat another omega guy. I would promote him. I'd say, you know what? We'd like to welcome Fabian into our team. He's been an alpha for 1 day and now he's a gamma. Congratulations, Fabian. Tomorrow you work out the gammas. The only problem is you have to be careful with this is you never demote your omegas. And that's a hard thing. There might be some guys you want to demote. I used to demote guys just for the hell of it. Like guys don't come to practice, I think, okay, you know what? You're no longer an omega Jack. You're now a gamma. Go down there. And I'll have to play against each other. And if he beat everybody, prove that he earned it, I move back up. Okay. But you always need to have practice and you always need to have matches. In terms of a routine, the drills follow routines. And that makes life easy. Like, one week can be forehand, you just do all forehand drills. Next week can be backhand, do all backhand drills. The week after that, you can do backhands and forehands together. The week after that, you can do volleys. The week after that, you can do overheads. The week after that, you can do lobs. And you see how you're adding, you keep adding. The week after that, you do slices and volleys. The week after that, you do slice lobs, topspin lobs, The week after that, we work on serves. The week after that, we work on service returns. And then before you know it, you have a practice plan for the whole season.